What's going on, everybody? We are officially live. This is the first time that I've done a live video in quite a while, and it's probably going to be a while for people to see that I am alive, because there's no viewers yet. Yeah, I haven't done a live video in so long. So hopefully there'll be somebody on here to join me for this. I figured, why the heck not? It's I feel like everybody's home. So Phil's creepy videos. What's up, man? How are you? There's a few people on here now. Cool, cool. Yeah, I mean, I feel like everybody's home right now, so why not do a live video, right? I've pretty much just been staying in and watching movies, and I'm getting ready to watch another one after this. So I guess let me know what everybody is, watching. It was a beautiful day here. Oh, 7 people on here now. Cool. 9. All right, cool. I did take a walk for actually the past few days. It's been beautiful out here in New Jersey. What's up, movie music man? What's going on, Brian? How are you? So yeah, it's been beautiful weather-wise, so I've been able to take a walk. There's actually been a lot of people out taking walks, but I feel like with all the hysteria going on, I've just been kind of paranoid. So I've been kind of like dodging and weaving through all the people walking around outside. Yeah, you know what's funny? I think that's pretty cool. I just found out about that. I don't know if it's just Universal. What's up, Jeff? How are you? Poughkeepsie, right? Um, but yeah, I guess a lot of the Universal movies are available to rent right now. So I think that's pretty awesome. I definitely want to check out The Invisible Man and possibly The Hunt too. Let me know how The Hunt is. I haven't heard as many things from about that one yet. Oh, living the healthy life brought my record player, pretty cool. It's funny, I got rid of my record player a long time ago, and now I want to get rid of all my vinyl records. I don't have many left, but there's a few ones that are like collectible ones. I'm like, should I keep it? Should I, for the collectible purposes and stuff like that? I'm glad that you did. You said you loved the movie that I sold you. You know what? Remind me which one it was that I sold you. I thought I might have sold you more than one. Not recently, but in the past. And The Hunt. I know there's a TV show too, right? Called The Hunt that recently came out. And then there's the movie. The movie had somebody, I can't remember who the actor was that was well known, but I definitely want to check out The Invisible Man. I feel like Hollow Man gets kind of a bad rap, but I really enjoyed that one. Kevin Bacon plays a great, menacing jerk. Essentially, the sequel was hot garbage though, just trash. Christian Slater, I think, was the voice, and I think I don't know, he wasn't really even in the movie that long as far as actual physical wise. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, very cool. Yeah, I knew I sold you something else back then. But yeah, the art of Racing the Rain, which I have a duplicate of. I have another one over here in this pile, which I'm gonna go ahead and show you. Uh, right there. Here's a pile, but here's my other copy of Art of Racing the Rain, which I absolutely love that movie. If you're a fan of, dog movies, all those kind of ones, I think you'll really enjoy that one. It's another very emotionally moving film. Karen, how do I find the comments on here now? Oh, here we go. Horror unboxing Blu-ray, says Brandon Lewis. I don't know what that means. Those are just a bunch of random words, but yes, I've done horror unboxing Blu-rays on here. What's going on, Corinne? How are you doing? Have you been knitting anything recently? Corinne's been watching my channel for years. I've been interacting with her on here for so long. She's somebody that I would definitely consider a friend because I've talked to her for I don't even know how long, many years on here, which I think is so cool. Recently, I've gotten a few comments from people who said they recently refound my channel and they had been watching my channel when they were younger, which is I feel old, but also I feel like it's pretty cool. James, what Cartoon Network shows and Nicktoons do you have on DVD, and what's your thoughts on Sonic? Hold on, I don't know why these comments like disappear so quickly. How do I? All right, there we go. Sonic Satam. I don't know what Sonic Satam is. Most of the Cartoon Network stuff I watched was a long time ago. I don't really know much about the newer stuff. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done a live stream. Like all the Cartoon Network stuff I used to watch were, Looney Tunes, Thundercats, stuff like that. I do like one thing that I know is on there is Teen Titans. I thought that's a fun show. I like that one. I don't know really what else is newer on there. I don't think I have anything as far as the physical media releases. Uh, yeah, Afghans. Okay, what's up? Been a long time. Some really great movies watched recently. What have you watched recently? Let me know what everybody's watching recently because I feel like that's what everybody's doing right now. What did I watch recently that was really good? I watched Just Mercy, which yeah, I'm doing my live stream on my iPhone. Indeed, I watched Just Mercy, which I thought that was a really good film with Jamie Foxx, Michael B. Jordan, and Brie Larson. I know not a lot of people like Brie Larson. She was not in the movie too much. I think she's just on the cover because she's Brie Larson. But I was kind of shocked that, obviously there's, racial injustice all over the country still today, but kind of shocked this big case happened, in the late 80s. So I thought that was the one that was one of the better ones I've seen recently. I did get the recent Star Wars Rise of Skywalker, which I know a lot of people hate it. But to me, I think it's right on par with all the recent Star Wars movies. So I feel like if you like those ones, you'll probably like this one. But there's a lot of people saying there's plot holes. I don't know if that's necessarily correct. I know the canon, the novelization explained a couple things, but there's some other things I felt like when they blew up the one planet, you knew that how that was going to play out. And I thought Carrie Russell, she's awesome. As soon as I heard the voice, and then you see her visor come, I was like, I knew instantly. You just see like her eyes. I'm a big fan of Carrie Russell, so I was happy to see her in the franchise now. Um, I why do you feel Michael B. Jordan is overrated? Do you think maybe just because of Creed, he gets a lot of like, he's in a lot of blockbuster movies, but I think actually him being in this movie can show that he does, more than just the blockbuster movies. But I mean, he came out in Fruitville Station. I think was the first thing that he was really blew up on. Can you do a collection of your Blu-ray titles out of print? Uh, yeah, absolutely. I can do that. That's what I want to do coming up. Obviously, we're all going to be inside, so I feel like I'm going to be making a lot of videos coming up. I'm probably going to do an unboxing video for this, and possibly this one too, just because I really enjoyed the heck out of it. It was a very emotionally moving story, and again, to me, I know there's racial injustice all the time still, but I was just kind of taken aback by how overt it was, and that the case really wasn't that old. Kind of shocking that. Drop the taco. I want to see a video of your horror movie shuffle. I'll go ahead and show you some horror movies now. Again, I'm so disorganized still. So uh, Conjuring 3 movie horror. I don't know what's going on, Brandon Lewis. Yeah, I mean, again, New Jersey, it's been beautiful here. I feel like we didn't really have winter. It's been the other day was like 80 degrees. I think it was like yesterday or the day before, and today was nice too. So I've been taking around a walk every day. It's been nice. A lot of people have been out walking, but I'll go ahead and show you some of the collection here are all the horror Blu-rays, and then this is all stuff I've been meaning to do updates for. Here, I got a new John Carpenter's The Thing T-shirt, which is super awesome, like a tie-dye one from a T-shirt company called Studio House Designs. They have some cool stuff, and then here's some more stuff down there, and more stuff over here. And then I'll get the bookcase over there, and again, this is all horror Blu-rays here, and then over here too. I don't know how well this is coming in on the iPhone right now, but and then some box sets and stuff. And then here's my new Critters 2 standee. This is an original standee from '88. I love the heck out of this thing. It's a guilty pleasure movie, but it's more just bring me back to the nostalgia factor of that time period. I grew up in the video rental store era, VHS, and all the cheesy horror from that time period, and just being enthralled by all the awesome VHS horror artwork. And so I had to get that. It was expensive, but I love it. And I've only seen one other one for sale in the past year or so, and that one was super expensive. But here's more of the collection as well. Here's some bust sets and Criterion Collection releases, and Twilight Time, and then just a bunch more stuff over here. A lot of this stuff is stuff I'm going to get rid of, actually. And then here's some, obstructed from view down there are TV shows and seasons on Blu-ray. And then some DVD steelbooks on that bottom shelf. And then the rest are Blu-ray steelbooks. And then some Arrow Video and Digibooks. I've got a ton more Arrow Video, just a little bit everywhere. And then there's more stacks over here. Very disorganized, but I'm hoping all this time inside will, make it easier for me to finally get organized. But again, yeah, here's more stuff I want to do updates for, and there's a promo box for Rocket Man. And then let's go ahead and show you the rest. There's the Killer Clowns from Outer Space signed up poster, and then the Japanese The Thing poster. And then here's the rest of the collection, which, let me turn on the light. And more stuff all over the place. And Blu-ray collection, box sets, Blu-ray collection, DVDs, horror DVDs. And that's what I'm about to watch. And here's more stuff over here. I need more lights, for sure. And let me check. I'm sure I missed a bunch of questions, but that's just like a quick run through of the collection. This is my office area that I'm in now. I did miss a few questions. Sorry about that. I love Brie Larson, says Jeff Overring. All right. I feel like she's getting a lot of hate right now. James Boring says there are a few Nickelodeon shows that got released on DVD thanks to Shout Factory, Angry Beavers. Yeah, I never watched that. Real Monsters, I remember that one. Rocko's Modern Life I would pick up. I remember liking that one a lot. Danny Phantom, I'm not into, don't really know that one. Wild Thornberries, I remember Hey Arnold and Cat Dog, but again, I feel like I was a little bit older during that period. But I would probably check out Real Monsters. I'd pick that one up for sure. Yeah, I mean, as far as I know, New Jersey's doing well. Where I live right now, I think there's only been 7 cases. But I also know like another county's got like a crazy amount of cases. So I'm doing all right now. I'm healthy, so that's good. I've never been to Canada, no. What a messy room. Yes, very messy indeed. I got stuff everywhere. What's up, Scavengers Hunter? How are you? New Jersey COVID news, 6 people in the same family affected for it. Yeah, terrible. I mean, again, that's how it is everywhere, unfortunately, right now. Christopher Harris, how are you? I do have a bunch of stuff for sale. I got to do another for sale video. Criterion, Arrow, Scream Factory, or Masters of Cinema. As far as my favorite, it's kind of a, I think I'm going to go with Arrow Video. I really like Criterion Collection, but Arrow Video, horror's my favorite genre. Scream Factory, I would, I'd say Arrow Video, then Scream Factory, then Arrow Video, then Criterion, then Scream Factory. It's kind of tough. Masters of Cinema, I don't have as much anymore because most of those are Region B locked. Where's the alcohol? I don't drink much, so no, I don't have any alcohol with me right now. But I do plan to do some beer reviews coming up. A couple of my friends wanted to do beer reviews as like a YouTube channel thing, so we didn't really get a chance to do that as of yet. We filmed one video, it was a test video, and it was rough. I might actually post that just for the laughs of it. Long time no see. What's going on? Joe, what's up? Joe Beans. Enjoy it, bro. I like that. You need to shave the beard off and clean your room. I don't think so on the shave the beard part. No, I definitely have way more compliments. I remember I did a poll. It was like 80% wants the beard to stay, 20% didn't like it. So you're in the vast minority on that. 413 where you are, Joe. Oof, that's rough. I'm sorry to hear that. Andrew Goodman, what's going on? Have you feel the new Grudge movie? I did. I actually posted on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. I have the new Grudge movie right here. First of all, I feel like a lot of people went into it disliking it, and they didn't give it a fair chance because it was definitely better than the old school remake with what was it 2004? I'm not sure, with Sarah Michelle Gellar. Much better than that one. This isn't a remake. This is actually kind of like an offshoot storyline wise. So I thought it was decent. Way better than people were giving it credit for. I'm not saying it was great by any means, but it had some creepy atmosphere to it. No, I haven't been to Best Buy recently. Been trying to avoid that. I've been okay, good, relaxing. Yeah, I understand that. Karen, did you check out I think you mean 1917. I haven't yet, but I plan to coming up soon. I'm going to talk about the new Grudge movie. I liked it. Again, I feel like I got a lot of unfair criticism because people label it as a remake and just hate it before they even watched it. So I think it's kind of silly. Again, it's not a remake. But what's up, Mud Pies? What a name. I like it. Wow, I'm surprised to hear that. I feel like it's the first thing negative-wise I've heard about 1917. I haven't seen it yet, but I plan to. Don't you dare shave. I don't plan to. I do plan to trim, but not shave it off for sure. Yeah, absolutely. It's funny, I remember I used to love the TriStar, signed baseballs especially. I got a few boxes of those back in the day. I don't know if they still do those or not. I haven't seen them in a while, but they should. Have you seen the Slender Man movie? I think there's more than one, so I'm not sure which one you're talking about. If it's just called Slender Man, I haven't seen that particular one. But there's like a weird, like offshoot, low budget one I saw, and I thought it was terrible. What do you think of the new Mulan movie? I think it actually looked great from the trailer. I never saw the original Mulan, so I did pick up Uncut Gems. I love the heck out of it. A lot of people didn't like it. Remember, I was somebody was posted about it, and somebody was talking about how it was terrible, and Snazzy does Waterboy, which I thought was such an absurd comment. You can't compare Waterboy, over the top ridiculous comedy movie, to Uncut Gems, which is a more dramatic role for him. And I thought it was easily his best acting performance of his career, right there. It's a moves at a frenetic pace, and the ending is just a punch in the gut. I love the heck out of it. I like the theme of opportunity and greed, especially all throughout the movie. And I'm a big fan of the Safdie brothers too. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they do next. And I enjoyed the heck out of Uncut Gems. For me, one of the best movies of last year. And I think Sandler deserved more recognition for the role. Oh, somebody says they like 1917 more than Private Ryan. Saving Private Ryan. Oof, that is huge talk right there. Um, After the Normandy beach scene, I can't. I completely disagree with you on Saving Private Ryan. To me, Saving Private Ryan is one of the best emotional war films of all time. Um, did you pick up the new Charlie's Angels? No, I don't plan to on that one. That one's a pass for me, uh, unless somebody gives it to me. I'm not a big fan of some of the people involved in that film. The trailers didn't look good, and I've heard nothing positive about it. And I'm not in a rush to see that one. Again, I liked Uncut Gems. Don't expect his comedic role, because he's doing a dramatic film, very different. And even Punch Drunk Love was kind of a dramedy, a dark dramedy. So this one is just straight up drama. Moves at a frenetic pace. He plays an unlikable character, but flawed. Everybody's flawed. But yeah, I love the film. And again, that ending was just a punch to the gut. Rise of Skywalker, it's not my favorite, but again, if you like all the recent Star Wars movies, it's right on par with them. So, and again, a lot of people, what people mention as plot holes aren't really plot holes. There's one thing that I can't believe they didn't go into depth about and talk about, which was the coming back of one major character. How could you not talk about that? They just kind of briefly say one thing, which is kind of ambiguous, and you're like, you can't. I feel like that was such. That's my biggest gripe about the movie, and also the fact that that moves at such a ridiculous pace, and you have no room for it to just breathe as a movie. That was like my biggest issue with that film, Rise of Skywalker. But I felt like they were kind of cramming in two or three movies into one on that one. But still, again, it's right on par with the rest of them. Uh, Let me see. Did you hear about the whole? I don't know what you mean by that, Christopher Harris. You have to be more specific. Because I mean, everybody knows about it. If you're talking about, I mean, is there something else that I'm missing about it? Private Ryan is peak 20 better war movies in 1917. I haven't seen it yet, so I can't, talk about it myself. But to me, Saving Private Ryan is easily one of the best ones for me. Yeah, the new Charlie's Angels movies, it didn't appeal to me, so I'm not really gonna check that one out. Midway, I haven't seen, but I have it in another room, and I plan to watch it probably tomorrow. I have the steelbook for that one. I love the artwork for it, but I just don't like when steelbooks don't have the name on the front cover. It has like a slip cover which has it, but I don't know. I'm picky about that. Watching Lock and Key. Let me know how that is. That's a series, right? TV series on Netflix, or Netflix series. I really like the new Star Wars. I didn't need to be perfect, just fun. Exactly. I feel like that's what all those movies are. The original trilogy are easily the best for me. Yeah, Rad for Rams. I definitely agree with you on that. A lot of people complained about the ending for Uncut Gems, and to me, actually, I loved it. I thought it was amazing. Uh, Let me see. I just can't wait for. Yeah, that's. I think they pushed that back to November now, and really enjoyed it. I'm glad to see more love for Uncut Gems, because when I posted about it on Instagram, I got a few people commenting about how they hated it. I haven't seen Bloodshot yet. Did it come out? I loved the comic growing up, Bloodshot. I really liked Valiant in general, as a comic book company. So that was kind of cool to see. I always heard for a long time that they're going to do a Ninjak movie or TV series. So I'm just kind of surprised to see Vin Diesel in that role, but kind of hoping it'll be decent. Yeah, of course, Christopher Harris. I know about it. I feel like nobody alive doesn't know about that right now. We can't essentially leave our houses because of it. Which is why I think I hashtag this stay home because that's like a hashtag going around for it right now. I did see Richard Jewell and I loved the heck out of it, and I thought it was great performances for it. I was surprised it didn't get more Academy Award love. Richard Jewell. Again, I remember that when I was a kid, and it's funny because I think it was Eric Rudolph was the one who actually did it. I feel like you heard way more about Richard Jewell being accused than you did about Eric Rudolph years later coming out that he was the one that actually did it. I feel like that's the case for a lot of these different things. The media takes something, blames somebody, and then when they find out that they're not the right person, that coverage is minimal in comparison to the initial, which is, it's media manipulation when it comes down to it, and which is kind of a shame because it ruins some people's lives. Like this guy, after he was, found out exonerated, he only lived to be a few years after that, which is such a shame. Scrolling through here on the comments. Did you do the boxers flash? What's in a name? I haven't yet, but I am in boxers. I don't know if anybody wants to see that. I'll do the mirror right there. There I am. There it is. Bang. But again, I'm gonna do another video for this. I think I actually took the video, just haven't edited it yet. And I kind of want to tweak one thing about the video. So look surprised when I post this video about the new Critters 2 standee that I've got. I love the heck out of it. This part, kind of comes out a little bit. The little VHS tape right there. I got a bunch of stuff right here, and then I'm gonna do updates for piles everywhere. That's actually my Black Friday haul, which I've never posted a video for because I suck. I'm terrible. So expect a video for that. Maybe I'll knock that out tomorrow. Just a bunch of stuff all around that I've been meaning to do videos for. But so lots of content. No, I'm not a stoner. When I was younger, I was. When I was in high school, absolutely. But I have no interest in smoking anymore. Just doesn't do it for me. I'm a social drinker. I don't really drink too much anymore, but yeah. Thank you. What's in a name? Yes, I do have a 4K player and 4K TV. Boxers Flash, thanks. What are your thoughts on Lighthouse? Yeah, absolutely. I'm so with you on that, Latania. Forgive me if I'm mispronouncing that. I am 100% with you on that. I thought the cinematography was amazing. I thought the acting was amazing. Very surreal feel to it, but I absolutely wanted more from the storyline. I feel like it was very much overhyped. But yeah, the story was just so basic, and it, I was like, really, this is what you're giving me with this movie that I've heard so much hype and buzz for. It just, I don't know. I definitely wanted more from it for sure. When we started watching the remake of the show, Carmen Sandiego. I had no idea there was a remake of that show. That's mind blowing to me. I remember the Where in the World was Carmen Sandiego. I remember that that game kind of it back in the day. Uh, but yeah, again, I don't do any drugs. I don't smoke anything. I know. I feel like it's going to be in a couple of years. It's going to be nationally legalized. Too much money to be made. But I also think it's going to create a bunch of other issues. Obviously, you can't drive while high. You can't go to work while high. So there's going to be new testing for that, and it's going to create some issues. I know. I read an article when Colorado legalized it that like car accidents went up by like 70% or something. Some astounding statistic. And it was mostly, like small minor accidents, but still, that's a huge issue. Uh, I did not get a chance to load up on all that stuff, and I feel like it's kind of silly to load up on it. I feel like it's a shame too. I posted about that before my Instagram and stuff like that. Did you say Charizard vs. Mr. Mime? I don't know where that even came from. Um, but I did play Pokemon Go for a short period. I don't anymore. Alex Labo, what's up, homie? How are you? Uh, yeah, absolutely. I'm with you, Corinne. I prefer the food of that. You can't eat toilet paper. I mean, you can, but you're not going to get anything out of it. Maybe an upset stomach. So, yeah, absolutely. I think it was just the mass hysteria that led up to, and just people were just losing their minds and still losing their minds. You know what? It's so funny. I have Climax, and I still haven't checked it out yet. I need to soon. Obviously, this is going to be a time period where I'm going to be just like watching movies like crazy. So expect a lot of content coming up. I'm going to be watching a lot of movies. Going to be talking about a lot of movies and a lot more videos as well. Thought you said that. Maybe you said nope. I didn't say anything of that. Nothing. I did. I said nothing Pokemon related. So I don't know where you're getting that from. Top three of the decade. Um, I can tell you none of those would be on my list though, but props to you. Yeah, it's funny because I feel like Malik to me, it's I've become less and less a fan with his recent films. It's just more about the cinematography than the actual, story, and it's more style over substance. Um, yeah, again, before I liked Before Midnight, but it's not my favorite of the trilogy. Tr I Mandy was an acid trip of a movie, literally. I like that lead actress. She was in something. She was in the new Grudge movie, in fact, and she's great in kind of those kind of creepy roles right there. And Mandy was a bizarre film. I did enjoy it. I think that director has talent for that kind of style of movie. Yeah, Linklater for sure. I do like Linklater. Slacker's my favorite from him. I haven't seen Color Out of Space yet. I do want to. I'm going to be checking out 1917. I've heard some mixed things on here. I've heard mostly. I've heard all positive except for just on here today. But I'll be watching that. I'll be watching Midway first though because I have Midway. And I'm actually. Is it? Do I? Am I the only one who feels weird about buying new films right now? I feel like it's all coming from these warehouses. I don't know. I'm a little weirded out by it. But I am obviously. I've got a lot to watch still. Uh, Earl J films. Yeah, I that's disappointing actually about the HDR aspect. I wasn't aware of that. You know what? I love the first Hatchet movie. The rest out of them kind of progressively go downhill, especially the recent Victor Crowley. I thought that was terrible. Very disappointing. I love the character. I think it deserves a better franchise than it has. The first Hatchet movie is a great throwback to 80s slasher films, some amazing gore, some of the best kills ever. The second one is really just about like two, essentially Daniel Harris and then two awesome kill scenes. The third one is more of like a nod to fans essentially. It's a fun ride, but it's not a great film. And then the third one, or the fourth one rather, Victor Crowley was terrible. Just a mess. I feel like somebody else. I love Adam Green. I just think somebody else needs to help him. I don't know the budget wise because I think the character's amazing. Kane Hodder's awesome in it, but it definitely needs a revival. Needs some new life breathed into it because it deserves a better franchise as a whole. The first one is to me a slasher, modern slasher classic. I stopped watching Mandy 40 minutes in. I'm so bored you. Wow, I'm kind of surprised to hear that because I feel like it's such an insane movie. It starts off a little slow, I'll give you that. But then once it essentially starts the revenge aspect of it, I feel like it's just balls to the wall. Although the ending, you might not like the ending. I'll just say that. So, um, yes, absolutely, you see a difference between 4K. You have to have the right setup. You have to have a decent setup for it. But what about Gutterballs? I thought Gutterballs was terrible. I thought it was hugely overrated. A lot of people love it. I know Ryan Nicholson, the director, passed away recently. He had, I guess, a long battle with cancer. I know it was a movie that a lot of people enjoyed. And I remember I watched that movie with somebody, and we were both like, "What is this trash?" Uh, Sorry. Again, I like some low budget horror, but that one to me, you can have a low budget film and still be a good film. That one to me was just I couldn't get into that one. The person I was watching with also couldn't get into it, and I'm kind of surprised at how much love that film gets from, low budget horror fans. What are your thoughts on the Candyman movie remake? I feel like it looks a little too polished from the trailer, and I feel like from the trailer it gives away a huge part of the film, and I feel like that's kind of a negative right there. But I'm still gonna watch it. I feel like the second movie and the third movie aren't that good. The first one's a classic for sure. Do you like Knives Out? I actually love Knives Out. Knives Out, I have right over there in this pile. And I thought it was an amazing nod to, Agatha Christie-esque Murder on the Orient Express. And Then We Were None right there, which is another Agatha Christie one. So yeah, I enjoyed the heck out of that one. I thought the actors were great in there and a great murder mystery film. Do you have a go-to stay-at-home movie to watch? Uh, I did a video a long time ago on here on my top 10 rewatchable horror movies. Check that out. Did you like Rambo Last Blood? Yes. And funny, because I actually just watched this last night. The newer Rambo movie, the extended cut one, which holy moly, I hated the first, like, I don't know, 15 minutes or so where you're introducing um, the people that were going there to help in Burma and trying to spread the word of, missionaries essentially. There you go, that's what I was looking for. I hated that whole intro part, but once it got going, it was brutal as heck. Whew. There's a scene where they like the military is tearing up this village, killing people left and right. They take like a kid and they throw it into a fire pit. I was like, holy crap! The gore effects in here are mind blowing, better than most horror movies. The same thing with the newest one too, which is also have some really brutal scenes in it. But there's some rough scenes in there for sure. The gore effects top notch. Um, Downrange? I have not seen that one. I don't think I'm familiar with that offhand. Just a side note, time to watch BBC Survivors. I've never, is that the Survivor TV show? Because I've never seen any of those. There's a new Puppet Master movie that comes out from RLJ. I don't know. I haven't seen the last couple, in fact, but I do. Puppet Master's kind of cheesy fun. Here's some of the Puppet Master movies that I've got right there, actually. And I'm kind of in the mood to watch right now is Dead Alive. I have in my player right now the Jackie Chan movie Mr. Nice Guy, which I haven't seen before, but it sounds entertaining. I do like some Jackie Chan. So that's what I'm going to be watching. Hello, Clarissa. How are you? What's going on? Trying to look. Oh, I know you. I was like, at first, I didn't recognize your last name. Did I not know that was your last name? What's going on? I have a feeling I haven't talked to you in a while. Yes, I have watched The Witch, which I really like. The same director from Lighthouse. Scrolling through. Do you think video stores should be classified as essential? No, absolutely not. There's no way they should be essential. I mean, especially nowadays, like, obviously a lot of people are streaming, and during this time, I feel like that's a safer way to do it. That's the only time you'll ever hear me promote for streaming right there. Yeah, no, Jacob's Ladder terrified me as a kid. And yeah, it's like the early I don't know if that was the film debut of Macaulay Culkin or not, but he was in that towards the end of the movie. But yeah, Jacob's Ladder terrified the heck of me. Wasn't there like a recent remake of that? I haven't didn't see it, but in fact, I don't know if anybody did. Yeah, Tim Robbins really like him as an actor as well. The Gate. I have The Gate over here right there. Maybe you saw it in that post. But yeah, absolutely love The Gate. And I want to get The Gate 2 actually. And I know Monster Mania was canceled. I know Steven Dorff was coming to it. I would have liked to have been able to get him to sign that. So yeah, pretty much, all the horror conventions and stuff have been canceled. There's a boxer shot again for somebody who was asking before. I haven't seen Sweatshop. I have heard of it. Netflix, yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, Netflix stock is way up. It was like up 300%. I wish we still had the Blockbuster. Absolutely, I love. It's for me that was a form of socializing. Going to the video rental stores. You talk to people. You get movie recommendations. I remember going to these video rental stores and talking to customers myself and giving them recommendations. And they were asking me about, asking the people that work there about certain ones, and they couldn't remember. I remember it was like Blood Simple. They're trying to figure out what movie it was from their description. I was able to figure it out. Yes, I have seen Doctor Sleep, but I haven't seen the director's cut yet, so I do want to check that out. Honestly, I wasn't blown away by Doctor Sleep. I feel like it was a little bit overhyped. I love seeing that whole world of The Shining again, but I don't know. I was expecting more from it. But I do want to check out the extended cut or the director's cut, which is an extra 30 minutes. Um, I mean, I think it's still worth checking out, but I don't think it lives up to the hype for me. But again, I want to check out the director's cut too. Did you like Us? Um, I like the movie Us, but again, that's another one where I feel like you can try to make up as much as you want, but it so much of that movie doesn't make sense on so many different aspects of it. Thank you, Christopher Harris. Clarissa, where did you go? I feel like you said hi and then you disappeared on me. Favorite kill scene of a horror movie. I was talking about Hatchet recently. that's one of my all-time favorites. I don't know if it's my favorite all yeah, it's in the top, like, 5 for me for sure, where, Victor Crowley essentially rips from the jaw, like, open. That scene is just such an amazing the gore effects are so awesome. I love, the first Hatchet movie. Yeah, I absolutely wish there was more, video rental stores too. Karen says, I met the creepiest guy at Blockbuster 15 years ago. So creepy. He had a picture of the Welch's grape juice girl and his wallet. So weird. I don't even know who that is. That sounds bizarre. It sounds like you had a very in-depth conversation with him to for him to have shown you that, by the way. Uh, Scrolling through. Clarissa, where did you go? I saw you said hi and then you just disappeared on me. Did you already jump off of here? What's going on? But yeah, let me know what is everybody watching tonight too. Um, first Hatchet, yeah, the first Hatchet movie again is a modern slasher classic. It's unfortunate that I feel like the sequels kind of progressively go downhill, and then the last one, Victor Crowley, was just rough to sit through. Yeah, absolutely about hand sanitizer and toilet paper, which is it's mind blowing to me. Latest pickups. Just Mercy was a review copy sent to me from Warner Brothers, and I liked it way more than I was expecting to. And that's another thing too. I want to kind of do a video about that, about review copies. I don't get a lot of review copies. I get some. There's some people on here that get like everything that comes out. But I want people to know you shouldn't feel obligated to give a movie a positive review. I've pretty much crapped on a lot of movies that I've gotten for review. And I feel like even though it's YouTube on here, journalistic integrity counts for something. So yeah, I recently watched the movie Good Liar, which I'll have a video coming up soon about that. I just have to edit it. And I thought that movie was horrendous, so convoluted. And that was a review copy I got. But this one to me actually surprised the heck out of me. Um, I also got Star Wars: Rise of Skywalker. Um, Trying to remember what else I picked up recently though. I picked up oh Girl on the Third Floor, which a bit of a disappointment. Has CM Punk in there. I like the girl. I thought she was my favorite part of that. She was actually really creepy. It has some good atmosphere and some creepy visuals, but overall the movie was disappointing. It's not one I could really give a recommendation for. I was kind of bummed by that one. I'm trying to remember what else I picked up though. Uh, this is just mind-blowingly terrible. I had the Sybil Danning. She was in Howling 2. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, Howling 2. Your sister's a werewolf. I thought this was gonna be kind of like sleazy, action, kind of cheesiness, but it was just horrendous, rough to sit through. One of the worst movies I've ever seen in my entire life. I actually checked out some of the commentary for a little bit. I couldn't even sit through it because I realized, why am I sitting through this? Because I don't really care because the movie was so bad. But what I've listened to the first, like, I don't know, 20 minutes of the commentary is much better than the movie itself. Chris Alexander, who used to be, like the editor at Fangoria, and I think he works for Delirium magazine now. But he's very insightful. And then Sybil Danning was talking on there too. But terrible movie, terrible. And I see there's 16 people watching right now. If you guys could give me a thumbs up on this video, I would definitely appreciate it. Because when next time I do some more live streams, it'll get more exposure and people will be aware that I'm filming. So that would be helpful for me. I appreciate it. So like the video, please. I started playing the new Mortal Kombat. It's funny because I just watched Angry Video Game Nerds. He did a video on the old school Mortal Kombat games, which was a throwback for me. And the new games look amazing. I haven't played a video game in a long time. But thank you so much, Christopher Harris. I appreciate that. Are you going to pick up the new Parasite 4K in June? I don't know. I've got I've seen the movie, and I don't know. I think is it getting a 4K or is it getting a Criterion release? Well, it's probably going to get I don't know if it's going to get a new transfer or not, but I'm debating about it. I definitely like the movie. So you know what, Christopher Harris, I disagree with you on that. I've seen way worse WWE movies than the Leprechaun Origins. I actually liked the Leprechaun Origins movie. I think it's better than a lot of the sequels in the franchise. And I thought, I think that one gets a lot of hate because it's a different look to the Leprechaun character. But I enjoy the heck out of it. Yes, I do collect steelbooks. I picked up the recent Midway Best Buy exclusive steelbook. The reboot? Is it going to be a reboot for the new Scream movie? I heard they were making a new one. I didn't know there was going to be a full reboot for it. But I'm open-minded to it. I'm actually kind of I always knew. I remember I was having a discussion with one of my friends about it, and they were saying that, like, Wes Craven's family didn't want him to make, or didn't want any more Scream movies to be made. But I was like, if there's money to be made, it's gonna happen. So that's just the bottom line for it. Have you seen the new action Mystery Incorporated series trailer? I have not. I'll have to check that out. It's a take on like the Scooby Doo for an old. That sounds pretty cool. Scrolling through. Hold on, I know I've missed some comments on here. Uh, Husk. I actually love Husk. Husk is a very underrated horror movie, and it's to me, I think it's the best scarecrow horror movie ever. There is I believe it's from the UK Blu-ray. I actually have it. It's either UK or German release, but it's region free. It plays in US players, and definitely get that one if you can. I got it for cheap. You can get it on eBay usually. Currently watching My Bloody Valentine, the original or the remake. I actually think the remake's a pretty decent remake, but the original's a classic. And I actually kind of want to pick up I have the old one that was out of print for a while, that Blu-ray, but I do want to pick up the new Scream Factory release for it too. Scrolling through. The original, yeah, the original to me is an all-time classic slasher, one of the best slashers ever. And again, I do like the remake though. I'm actually I consider it one of the better ones. I've purchased a few things from Zavvi, yes, but I feel like it's been a little bit because the last couple I got two steelbooks from Zavvi and they both came damaged, and I don't know. They wanted me to send it back first. Like Amazon will usually refund you, then you send it back. For them, they wanted me to send it back and then let them know, I guess, how much it cost to send back, and they would reimburse me and then send the stuff back. So it was like, and I was procrastinating. I just didn't end up sending it back. So that was on me. But I don't know. I feel like there's too many times where I got stuff damaged. And again, it's coming from, across the pond. Uh, Wolf Hour. That sounds so I've seen Wolf Lake. I don't think I have seen Wolf Hour. It sounds so familiar to me though. Let me know. That's not a Bergman film, is it? I don't. It sounds so familiar. I can't place it though. But yeah, let me know what everybody is watching tonight. Again, I'm watching. I popped in. I haven't started it yet. Is Mr. Nice Guy with Jackie Chan, which is a new Warner Archive Blu-ray release. And I like some Jackie Chan. Let me know what your favorite Jackie Chan movie is. Wolf Creek. Oh yeah, I've seen Wolf Creek for sure. I like Wolf Creek, and even the sequel to that was a really good horror action sequel. What's going on, Anthony? But yeah, let me know what everybody's watching tonight, and I hope so much they're gonna do a new Friday the 13th Blu-ray box set. I didn't get the first original 10, and that it's crazy out of print. I'm not gonna pay those prices for that. I got my whole I got the other Blu-ray set where I can't remember. It's not the whole collection of it, but I think it's just 8 of them. Twister. Yeah, I remember the Twister movie. That was a fun one. That was one I remember watching a lot growing up as a kid. I feel like it used to be on TV all the time. Now, I feel like there's so many movies that I used to see all the time on TV, like the original First Blood, Rambo movie. Twister was another one. So those are ones that I remember seeing all the time on TV, which I haven't in a while. But let me know if you guys want to do some more live streams on here with me, because I'm probably going to get off here in a minute and start the movie, because I feel like that's one of the things I love, the instant interaction on here. But I feel like I've been talking a mile a minute. My mouth is like super dry right now. And it's 44 minutes in. I do have Outbreak and Contagion are two classics for sure. I was gonna do a top like 10, infected movies, like 28 Days Later, obviously. But I am going to get. I appreciate, yeah, the boxer flashes right there. But I'm gonna get off of here now. But yeah, I'll probably do some more live streams coming up, since essentially stay at home, right? Everybody's gonna be at home, so let me know in the comments what you're gonna be watching tonight. And I haven't watched The Hunt yet, and I am. Do you exercise? I'm actually trying to get back. I was on a regiment recently. I kind of let that go, but I'm going to be working more on it for sure. But thank you guys for all tuning in. I definitely appreciate this. Is fun to do, and I'll be doing more of these live streams coming up soon. But again, let me know in the comments what you're watching, and if you have any movie recommendations for me to check out, leave me a comment down below. And I hope everybody's doing well, and stay safe out there. Take care. Good night.